The year is 480 BC. The sun beats down on the Aegean Sea. The air is thick with anticipation. A Greek lookout, perched atop a rocky cliff, scans the horizon. His blood runs cold. An endless forest of masts and sails fills the eastern horizon. The Persian fleet, vast and terrifying, has arrived at Salamis. The Greeks knew this day was coming. They had already tasted the wrath of Xerxes, the king of kings. Athens, the heart of Greece, lay in ruins, sacked and burned by the Persians. The survival of Greece, its culture, its very way of life, now hinged on a desperate naval battle in the narrow straits of Salamis. The Greek ships, though fewer in number, were nimble triremes, powered by oarsmen working in unison. They were outmatched, but not outmaneuvered. Leading them was Themistocles, a cunning Athenian general who saw in the narrow straits of Salamis not a disadvantage, but an opportunity. He would use the terrain and his wits to lure Xerxes into a trap. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more epic tales of history. The Persian Empire was a behemoth, a vast expanse of territory stretching from the Indus River to the Aegean Sea. Led by Xerxes, a ruler who saw himself as a god-king, the Persians had never tasted defeat on this scale. They had crushed the Lydians, they had conquered Babylon. Now they set their sights on Greece, a collection of squabbling city-states that dared to defy the Persian might. The Persian army was a vast, multicultural force, comprised of soldiers from every corner of the empire. Immortals, the elite Persian guard, marched alongside Median archers and Babylonian spearmen. The sheer scale of the Persian invasion struck fear into the hearts of the Greeks. Their only hope lay in exploiting the one advantage they had: the sea. Xerxes, fueled by arrogance and vengeance for earlier Greek defiance, had swept through Greece, brushing aside all resistance. The Persians had already crushed the Spartan-led defense at Thermopylae. Athens, abandoned by its citizens, was put to the torch. Xerxes, seated on a golden throne overlooking the burning city, believed victory was assured. He would soon learn that hubris is often followed by nemesis. Themistocles was not a king or a nobleman. He was a man of the people, a shrewd politician, and a brilliant strategist. He understood that the key to defeating the Persians lay not in matching their strength, but in outsmarting them. He saw in the narrow straits of Salamis the perfect battleground. Themistocles knew that the vast size of the Persian fleet, an advantage in the open sea, would become a liability in the confined waters of the straits. Their ships, large and cumbersome, would struggle to maneuver. The Greeks, in their smaller, more agile triremes, would hold the advantage. Themistocles, however, had to convince the other Greek city-states, some of whom favored retreat or even surrender. He argued passionately that Salamis was their best, and perhaps only, hope. He warned that retreat would only delay the inevitable and divide the Greeks. At Salamis they could make their stand, united against the common enemy. Themistocles knew that luring the Persians into the straits would require a cunning plan. He sent a message to Xerxes, pretending to be a traitor to the Greek cause. The message informed the Persian king that the Greeks were demoralized and planned to flee. Themistocles suggested that Xerxes could achieve a decisive victory by blocking the western exit of the straits, trapping the Greek fleet. Xerxes, blinded by his desire for a swift and crushing victory, fell for the ruse. He ordered his fleet, under the command of his admiral Artemisia, to seal the western exit of the straits. The trap was set. The Persians, confident of their imminent victory, sailed into the narrow channel. They were sailing into the jaws of defeat. The Persian ships, packed tightly together, found themselves unable to maneuver effectively. Their superior numbers, so crucial in open water, became a hindrance. Their bronze-tipped rams, intended to sink enemy ships, collided with their own. Like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories.